What's up, guys? Today we're talking Stratocaster pickup. I get asked quite a few questions about what's the closest pre-CBS pickup between, Klein, Lindy Fralin, Seymour Duncan, Don Mayer, Fender. I can't answer that because everybody's hands, everybody's setup is different. For a long time, to capture that natural vintage tone, I was using the Don Mayer Form VAR 50s, an underwound set. And recently, on a trip to Los Angeles, hanging out with my buddy Jesse Davey, we played this 59 Strat, and the pickup sounded really, really good. And we took some notes on what we were working with. And Jesse twisted me up a set of his custom J1 BlueBird pickups. This is kind of I call this a KINGTONE guitar. This is equipped with Jesse's KINGTONE switch, which for this test I will not be using. I will leave it out of the circuit. And this amazing left-handed neck that Jesse made. Beautiful, beautiful thick fingerboard, huge jumbo frets, and this is just incredible. So I've been putting all the KINGTONE accessories on it when I can. So we got this set of J1 BlueBirds, and we're just going to give it an honest-to-goodness test right up against the 59 Strat. Alright, so I got the pickups out, ready to swap them in. Over here we have the Fender Custom Shop pickups that came with the guitar. Just ohming them out with a meter. They all measure in the 6.3, 6.4, and the bridge pickup is 6.5. Maturing a little bit as a tone hunter and as a guitar player, I found things in the lower winded pickups that I really appreciate. And these always had a hotness to them. They do sound great, but the new KINGTONE BlueBird pickups I'm going to try, and these are wound to one of my favorite guitars, kind of to their spec, and we're gonna load them in. You can see Jesse's got the it's just great work. I'm really interested in kind of finding a pickup to come close to the vintage tone, so we're gonna swap these in and light it up. Like I said, it's straight up and it's straightforward. I'm just playing through a Crank Super Reverb. The camera is on my kitchen table and I'm playing, so you're going to get a little ambient noise, a little atmospherical noise, but I think that's what kind of keeps it real. If you kind of condensed everything right down to an inch away from the amp and I put a microphone in front of it, I want to hear what I would be hearing out in a club with somebody standing in front of me would want to hear, and that's just my own opinion. You may think this review is pointless, and that's fine. I totally get it. It's just, this is just something for fun, and when you're listening, it doesn't matter, how you set it up, because you're listening to the difference in sound, so you'll still be able to distinguish low end, high end, mid range, breakup, cleanliness, all of that. So that'll be right in there for you. So check it out. All right, so here we are. We got the KINGTONE BlueBird J1 pickups wired in. Try to get a really nice ground joint there. I have a treble bleed capacitor that I'm actually going to remove. And then I have the KINGTONE pot, but I will not be using it for the testing. I will leave it on the bypass mode. The capacitor is just a regular orange drop 0.022, and it basically acts as a master tone knob. And that's it. We're going to put it all back together and play through it. So there you go, guys. There's an honest to goodness pickup review. My conclusion is these are very, very, very similar to the PreCBS pickups. They have the same qualities. Some of the qualities the PreCBS pickups have is like a real warm, round, 3D, three-dimensional tone. Also, when you get under the string and you pop it, the older pickups kind of have a little crispiness to them, a little pop. One thing that these sets do differ from my old guitars, and it kind of intrigues me, is the cleanup character. Like I said, there's no treble bleed in this guitar, but these they hold a little sizzle a little longer maybe on the note. I also have to mention that the 2 and 4 positions, one being the combination of the neck and middle and one being a combination of the middle and bridge, were probably some of the best quack positions I've ever heard in a set of pickups, and I mean that. I'm not just saying it. The amount of quack and out of phase you get is really prominent, and it's not just a dull, slightly out of phase, slightly not out of phase. It is heavy, and you feel it. And I mean, I think that's really good, because you're actually getting a distinguishable set of sounds. You know what I mean? So your 5-way switch is letting you know that it's a definite different sound there. Very Mark Knopfler, all Clapton stuff. It's all in there. Very Bold as Love, Little Wing, Castles Made of Sand tones. So they're great setup. I really like the cleanups I was getting, especially with these are really, really great pickups. I used the Don Mayer Formvar 50s for the longest time. And I really feel some of the qualities these have, they could go into a PreCBS guitar, and I could record, I could make music with it. I could feel totally comfortable at capturing the right tone. They're really great, and I would give my honest opinion. The only thing you can't replicate is age and time. Windings and somebody 60 years ago winding a pickup, and the pickup carrying on all these years and losing a little magnetic pull. Even with a machine, even with a Gauss meter, you can never really nail that. So the one thing that these boutique guitar companies and vintage replica this and that, they can't replicate time. That's the only thing, and I wonder how much time has an impact of the sound of an old Stratocaster pickup. That's the only thing you don't really get with this, is you don't get an actual 50-year-old, 60-year-old pickup. But they sound great. Like I said, they have plenty of body. They are a little warmer at the top end. If you're really cranked and you're in the room with the amp, they are a little warmer. Like I said, they were custom wound to my specs of my 59 Strat. So they're a great pickup. They're a solid pickup. I think they sound great compared to old guitars. It also clued me in to let me know that there is something wrong with my bridge pickup, because the low end of my bridge, with my bridge pickup turned up, I get, see that note is nice and fat and clear. My bridge pickup gets really, really hairy and could cut through glass, So there is something wrong in there, and one of the mystiques about my bridge pickup, it's wound really low, so I fully feel that there's a break somewhere in it. I'm going to leave it alone because I figured out how to make it work for myself. So a great pickup. Maybe I can have Jesse twist me up a bridge pickup just to put in my guitar. But this is a great set of pickups. Again, check out KINGTONE. I don't know if he'll be making next, but very happy with the set of pickups, and I'm grateful that Jesse shared it with me. So check your set out, because they're pretty amazing.